Roberto, good afternoon. Firstly, can we start with team news? Any fresh injuries from Thursday, and what chance James Milner being available for Liverpool?
It's difficult for James because he didn't work with the group until yesterday, and I don't know if it's the best solution. Take risk with him, especially in this moment. We are suffering because Estupanian is injury. We have to see tomorrow Lamptey, because Lamptey as well can have a problem, and for it I don't want to take risk for James Milner. The other players feel good. We have to change something, respect the Marseille game, but yeah.
Is the selection a little easier because then there is an international break? You don't have another game. Is it easier to perhaps select the team because you then have a break?
No, it's not easier. I have to make a decision about first 11 for tomorrow, to make a result, to try to win the game. The break of the national team is not my business, our business at the moment. But to lose the players in this moment should be stupid, no? Because we are still in September and in October, and it will be a very long season, and we have to play another 4 games in Europe League, many games in Premier League.
You said before Marseille that you expected the Aston Villa result to be crucial because your players would show the character from it, and they did, didn't they, in the second half against Marseille? And that confidence you'd like to carry on into the Liverpool game?
No, for sure we are still very sad and very disappointed and very frustrated for the result in Villa Park, but now we can change nothing. We can't change nothing. We can change in terms we can keep in our head the day of Villa Park, because it was very tough. I think we didn't deserve one day like Villa Park, but the football is like this, and we have to accept it. We have to improve. In terms of the improvement, can be crucial, yes. Because if we lost the game 6-1, it's because the Villa is great team, because can happen in football, but also because we made a mistake. A lot of mistakes.
It feels the flowing football in the last few games hasn't quite been as good as last season. Is that how you see it, and is that perhaps all the changes, game after game, or is it?
Yes, you are right, but it's not because I like changing the players, because maybe I have to change. I must change the players, because before to started the Europe League, I think Brighton was in second, third place on the table, and we won 5 games on 6.
5 out of 6.
And so maybe can change it's changed. It's changed the situation, no? And playing 3 games in a week is very tough for us at the moment. And we have to be honest, and we have to be honest when we played not so well, like 1 month ago, like last season. It's not a problem. The most important is to be honest, clear, you know, and you understand the situation very well. And for it, we have to adapt, we have to improve, and we have to reach the higher level. And the higher level is adapting to play so many games.
Liverpool...
Or we play only Premier League. We don't reach the Europe League. We can decide what we want to be and what we want to become.
Liverpool, you played very well last season against them. 1 draw, 2 wins. Are they a better team this season?
I don't know. I know the Liverpool is playing very well this season, very well. But I'm speaking about the style of play, and they are still great players. They have still a great coach, but the players, change it or not, is not my work. It's not. I don't want to speak about other teams.
Finally, Marseille, your fans, 2,000-3,000 were brilliant. How nice will it be to be back at home with 30,000 home fans supporting you again?
In Marseille, our fans were fantastic, and we were sorry because we didn't celebrate the win with them.
Embargo 10:30. You can keep filming though, Tony, that's fine. But just be aware, 10:30 tonight.
Hi Roberto, can I ask you about Ansu and how he's doing? He's having a lot of minutes, getting into great positions. So how do you see his adaptation, progression, and what to expect from him?
I think Ansu didn't play bad in Marseille. He could score 2 goals, one with the head and the other if Welbeck passed the ball. No, was a difficult game, especially in first half for us, not only for Ansu. For sure, Ansu needs to play, needs to feel confidence, needs to make mistakes, but anyway, he's an important player for us. He didn't play a lot of games last season, and we have to help him to improve, to play better, and he has to help the team to win the game.
And can I ask you about the returning Alexis McAllister? Have you spoken to him recently, or will you speak to him before the match?
Yes. We wrote a message 2 months ago. Alexis is a top guy.
And what sort of welcome do you think he'll get from Brighton fans?
No, I hope our fans celebrate Alexis because he deserves a good welcome, because he was always a positive guy. He was one of the most important players to reach the Europe League, and I can say to give a great welcome because he deserves it.
Yeah, Hi, Roberto. Just on Alexis, at that game against Aston Villa at the end of last season, you sort of pointed him out to the crowd and he seemed very emotional. Is that the way you remember it? For leaving Brighton?
Yes, because I remember very well that moment, and I think Alexis is a great guy. He played always with the right attitude, the right passion. After the World Cup, he came back with a great motivation. He felt our result in the last season. He felt that the emotion, the motivation, the big motivation to reach the European League last season, and absolutely he deserves a fantastic welcome.
Jurgen Klopp had a lot to say after the Tottenham against Liverpool game about that the goal. There's an English expression, it's a bit rich, and I asked an Italian friend if there was an Italian equivalent, and she suggested da che pulpito, meaning, you know, who does Klopp think he is to complain about that when Brighton have had more decisions of that sort, including one when Fabinho wasn't given a red card in the game.
Yes, but Klopp is always right for me.
For you.
And I can understand him because I felt a lot of time in my English time what he felt last week. I think last season we lost 6-8 points for the referee mistakes, and this season we receive another email to excuse after the Villa Park. But this is the way. I think we will receive a lot of email this year as well.
So there's nothing you can do but accept it, I suppose.
I'm becoming a very good man on the bench. I am not contesting in, any decision of the referee, but I'm not sleeping on the bench because in Villa Park I watched everything. I watched the second goal in offside because we have the screen on the bench. But I think in the future I can break the screen.
Just one last one from me. Liverpool are in a similar situation. They played in Europe in midweek, obviously at home, but they're much more experienced at the 3 games a week, aren't they?
Oh, I want to say one thing different than the usually press conference. I'm studying the behavior of the big coaches like Klopp, like Emery for the turnover. No, I watched they played in Europe League, changing a lot of players. Aston Villa as well, and maybe we are making mistake, no, because still you can improve, no, especially for the big coaches. I don't know if it's the experience on the pitch or not, but anyway they will be more fresh than Brighton, because Salah played 46 minutes, McAllister the same, Nunez the same.
Hi Roberto. You say about mistakes and last Villa game. When we go behind before, sometimes we struggle to get back into the game. Whereas at Marseille, we came back to 2-2. Is that a mentality thing? Do you have to teach the players in the squad to bounce back?
But in Villa Park was a very different game, a strange game, because we conceded 3 goals in 12 minutes. And that moment of the game, we didn't understand what we did, no? In Marseille was different. We conceded 2 goals in 1 minute, but after that moment we played better than Marseille. I think the result was fair, but maybe we deserve more, no, in terms of result. I think the problem with Marseille was the beginning of the game. We were not able to come inside of the game. And I spoke today in the meeting, this morning in the meeting with the players. We have to improve in the beginning of the game to find the right solution to come inside of the game, because we conceded 2 goals and we were still on the dressing room, no? And the beginning of the game can help us to take the right way, the best way, the game.
And as a player, Kaoru Mitoma's second half was a lot better than his first half. What do you make of Mitoma? Can he improve overall as a player?
Mitoma is I spoke last week. Mitoma, Pascal Gross, and Lewis Dunk are maybe the most important players, but they are still players, and they suffer if the other players are not playing well. No, is one part of the team. And I think he can suffer the performance of the team in general.